When I was 10 years old, I lost my mother to a sudden illness. Before she passed, she gave me a small vintage silver locket. Inside was a tiny, grainy photo of the two of us at the beach. It was my most prized possession, the only thing I had that felt like her. But a year later, while playing at a crowded park, the chain snapped. I didn't realize it until I got home. I spent days crying and searching that park, but it was gone. I felt like I had lost her all over again. I eventually grew up, moved to a different city, and became a primary school teacher. But I never stopped thinking about that locket. 045, 145, the discovery. Fast forward 20 years. I was teaching my third grade class when I noticed one of my students, a quiet boy named Toby, looking very upset. I sat down next to him and asked what was wrong. He pulled a tangled silver chain out of his pocket and said, "My dad's lucky charm broke, and I'm scared he'll be sad." When he handed it to me, my heart stopped. It was a silver locket with a very distinct hand-engraved rose on the front. It looked exactly like mine. My hands were shaking as I asked Toby where his father got it. Toby said, he found it in the dirt at a park when he was a little boy. He says it brought him luck ever since. 145, 230, the meeting. I asked Toby if I could see inside. He clicked it open. The photo of me and my mother was gone, replaced by a picture of Toby's grandmother. But on the inside of the lid, there was a tiny scratch in the shape of a K, the same scratch I had made with a safety pin when I was a child. That afternoon, Toby's father, David, came to pick him up. I approached him, clutching the locket. When I told him the story, he turned pale. It turns out David lived in my old neighborhood 20 years ago. He had found the locket in that exact same park just days after I lost it. He told me he kept it because, as an orphan himself, he felt a strange connection to it. He never knew who it belonged to, but he felt it was a sign that someone was watching over him. 233, the conclusion. We talked for hours that day. It felt like we had known each other our whole lives. That coincidence led to a friendship which eventually turned into something more. Today, David is my husband and Toby is my son. This morning, Toby asked me if I was still sad about losing my mom's locket. I looked at our family photo on the mantle, then at the locket now hanging around my neck with my mother's photo back inside. I smiled and told him, "No, Toby, I think the locket just went on a long journey to bring our family together.